Welcome to this video where I talk you through a model answer for English Language Paper 1 Question 2 on AQA. So here's my extract and here's my question. So how does the writer use language to describe Clara's movements? You could include writer's choice of words, phrases, language features, techniques, sentence forms, etc. Now, I'll go through. So she flung back the coverlet. I'm thinking all about movements. She flung back the coverlet and tiptoed across the nursery, noiseless as a thief. Okay, all of this suggesting she's doing something secretive. Okay, so I might just pop down here the word secretive because obviously that's my initial impression of her movements. If anyone came in, she would be scolded for walking barefoot. Again, will highlight, will I always end up using this stuff? Possibly not, but at least I'm drawing my attention to it if I need it. She reached the window and slipped her hand between the curtains. There were two sets of herself in the outside world, claret-coloured velvet on top, frilled muslin next to the glass. The muslin was sooty from the London fogs. Though the windows fit tightly, the fog always found a way in. Clara leaned forward and peered through the peephole. Again, back to her movements. She had made up, her face lit up. The view that greeted her was dismal enough. The trees in the square had shed their leaves and the city was dark with grime. But the sky was white, not grey. There was even a wisp of blue sky between the two clouds. Now, I'm thinking a little bit about pathetic fallacy here. Her face lighting up, blue sky emerging. It was a rare, clear day. Professor Grazzini would surely come. Clara let the curtains fall back together and turned her back to the window. She padded past her sister's dollhouse and her brother's rocking horse, which she was not supposed to touch. Cool. So again, generally she's doing something in secret. How does the writer to convey that? So if I look at my response in this extract, the writer shows Clara's movements to be somewhat sneaky and secretive, almost as if she does not wish to be caught. There we go. That's directly answering the question. The writer opens with a powerful verb. Now I'm going to start to bring in my methods. Powerful verb flung as we see the excitement of Clara leaving her bed. However, this is quickly juxtaposed. Everything I'm highlighting in orange is showing some element of analysis of methods linking back to Clara's movements. This is quickly juxtaposed with the word tiptoe, implying that Clara does not wish to be heard, suggesting to the reader that this is a moment of suspense. This is further compounded through the interesting simile where she moves noiseless as a thief. Notice I'm moving chronologically through the text. The use of thief here suggests that she may be doing something that could be frowned upon, and perhaps the reader is meant to see Clara as a devious character. Her movements continue to be secretive as she leaned forward and peered through the peephole. Two phrases that suggest that she is attempting not to be caught and that her movements must be relatively sneaky. The writer uses a metaphor when he states that her face lit up, a metaphor suggesting that she is happy and excited. Interestingly, the use of pathetic fallacy. Through the use of pathetic fallacy, the natural world starts to reflect Clara's movements as we see a wisp of blue sky, a common image of hope and happiness. And towards the end of the extract, we see once again return to the verbs that suggest secretive behaviour. She padded past her sister's dollhouse, and once again we see that she may not be allowed. She was not supposed to touch. Overall, Clara's movements suggest to the reader that she's doing something that could get her in trouble. Now, I just want to highlight all of my analysis of these common images of hope and happiness, suggesting secret behaviour, suggesting that she's excited, suggests that she may be doing something that could be frowned upon, and perhaps the reader is meant to see Clara as a devious character, suggesting to the reader this is a moment of suspense. So it's all about little pieces of evidence followed up with analysis that constant link back to the focus of the question, secret and sneaky.